Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell of a Plan, and today we are talking about how to choose your layout for your 2020 planner. This can be really overwhelming. There are a lot of options now with the Happy Planner, and a lot of people will ask me, how do I know which layout will be best for me? My first suggestion is going to be that it's hard to figure that out. It takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what kind of layout you love the most. And it also takes a lot of creativity, meaning that sometimes you might choose a layout for the year and after a couple of weeks or months realize that you don't really like that layout or it's not really working the best for you. And some people, you know, they can't afford to go out and just buy a new planner when they realize that the planner that they chose doesn't work for them. So you do need to go into this knowing that it may not work for you and you may have to be creative in making it work for you. Any layout can work for anybody as long as you're just creative and willing to try new things within the pages of the planner that you choose. So in this video, I kind of want to go through the different layouts that are available and kind of help you decide which layout works best for you. I have 6 different layouts that I'm going to be showing you guys today, and this is not all of the layouts. I believe there are a couple of others, but they're a little more specific, and so these are like the 6 basic layouts available. And then there's there's like the encourager one has a little bit of a different layout, and then there's a fitness one that's a little bit different. But for the most part, these are the 6 main layouts. We're gonna start with the most basic of the layouts. Sorry guys. And that is the vertical layout. Now, when you go to the store and you pick up your new planner, it will tell you on this little piece of paper right here what layout you're looking at. And a lot of people don't realize that that's there, and they just look at the cover and they're like, oh, I love the cover, and they go home and they open it up and they realize, what is this layout inside? I cannot make this work for me. So be sure to look at what the layout is so that you know what you're getting. So a vertical layout, if you were to choose a vertical layout, is the most basic, the most regular, normal layout. This is what the Happy Planner started with. So this is what a lot of Happy Planners still love. Each day you have a vertical column with 3 boxes for you to plan in. This is the layout that I use for my main planner just because it makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like this is the easiest one to start out with. If you are a new planner, I would suggest starting out with this layout just because it's really easy to kind of figure out. There's lots of videos out there. Most of the product, as in stickers and stuff, are made for this layout, so you don't have to get super creative with the stickers. It's just really easy to jump in with a vertical layout. And plus there's lots of space for each day, and it's just a really great layout, especially for newbies, because it's just really easy to understand. So this is the vertical layout. I would suggest this layout for people who are new to planning, trying to figure it out. And I would also suggest this layout for people who have a lot to plan, because there's a lot of space. And I also think it's a great layout for people who plan and they want each row to mean something. So like maybe it's morning, afternoon, evening, maybe it's work, home, kids, and you just specify a row. I don't specify a row, but some people do. And so this is a really good layout for those people. I personally use this for my classic planner. I have used a vertical layout. This will be like year 5 maybe for me to use a vertical layout. So it's my favorite, and it's probably the most common of the layouts. This is like what started the Happy Planner. And then as the Happy Planner has grown, we have seen lots of other layouts come out. And so the next layout that I think is super similar is the horizontal. Now I do want to point out this planner is available right now. It's a 12-month planner. You can get this one at Michael's. This layout was part of the last release. So this one is going to be harder to find, this particular planner. But there are other planners that are horizontal as well. So a horizontal layout is, instead of the boxes going vertically, they go horizontally. They are not split into thirds. It's just one big box. This is a great planner for people who are used to planning horizontally. A lot of planners like at Target and stuff like that have this horizontal layout. So a lot of people love it because it's just easy to put a box and a box and a box, or a box and a to-do list, or whatever it is. It's also great for journaling. I use this layout for journaling. But this is like another basic layout. This particular planner is a faith planner. So it has some faith quotes on it, but it is just a horizontal layout on the weekly. Again, this particular planner, you're not going to be able to find this one in stores anymore because this was part of the 18-month release, but there are several horizontal options if you are looking for a horizontal planner. I think this is another great one to start with. If you look at the vertical one and the layout just isn't for you and you can't wrap your mind around vertical planning, then horizontal planning is pretty much the other basic option. So for newbies, I suggest the vertical layout, but if you're someone who thinks more horizontally, then check out horizontal. And if you look at horizontal and you're not sure how to decorate it and how to use stickers in it, I highly suggest you follow Mom Run Craft on Instagram. She is amazing with the horizontal layout, and she does an amazing job of teaching people how to use it and just showing you how to be creative with these boxes. So this is the second layout, the horizontal. And again, I would suggest this planner for newbies who don't like the vertical layout. It's also great for journaling, and it's great, I think, if you don't have quite as much to plan for, because I think these boxes are smaller than the vertical, and so I feel like you can fit less than them, so it might not be as intimidating to fill it all out. So that is the horizontal layout. The next layout that is really gaining steam and getting super popular in the Happy Planner world is the dashboard layout. This particular planner is available now at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Joann. It's available at all 3 craft stores. It says dashboard layout right here. I will be using this for my social media planner, but it's really, really great because it has boxes for each day of the week over here. This says dinner plans, which I will cover this up because I will use this for something besides dinner plans. And then it has, this is what we call the dashboard over here. This is why it's called a dashboard layout. So you have this long checklist that you can cover up where it says to buy if you don't want it to say to buy. Then you have this long checklist, you have a box for important things, and a box for your weekly focus. This is a great layout for people who, one, don't want to decorate a ton. You can still decorate this layout, but it just doesn't take as much decorating as a different planner, a different layout might. It's also really good for people who just want to get stuff done. I feel like this is a great layout for, like, these are the important things for each day. These are the things I need to get done. Let's get this week done and ready. It's also a really good layout for super specific things. Like, I'm going to use it for social media. I'm going to cover this up, and this will be where I plan out my YouTube videos for the week. This will be where I plan out my Instagram posts for the week. And then this will be where I plan out the broader things like my filming schedule, work to-dos, important things to remember, and then this box will probably be different every week. Maybe my Patreon box or something like that. So that's how I'm going to be using it. This is called the dashboard layout. There aren't as many stickers specifically made for this planner, but there are still ways that you can get creative and use your stickers in this planner. So it is a little bit harder to decorate if you're in this for decorating, but it's a really great layout for people who want to get stuff done. I think this is a great layout for work. So it's really popular right now. It's really taken off. So this is called the dashboard layout. Okay. The next layout we're going to look at is called the monthly layout. This particular planner is not available anymore. It was part of the 18-month release. So you won't be able to find this particular one pretty much anywhere now. But it is called the monthly dashboard, or I'm sorry, the monthly layout. This is a great planner for people who have a lot of to-do lists, people who, if you love to-do lists and checklists, then this is the planner for you. If you don't love to-do lists and checklists, then you're going to hate this planner, just being honest. But it has a monthly layout. Every planner has a monthly layout when you first flip to your month. But it does not have weekly pages. It has different pages. Sorry. So for the first pages, this is where you have like a monthly overview. You could write things you're grateful for, your top priorities this month, your to-do list. This is what I'm talking about. If you don't like to-do lists, you're not going to like this planner because you got all these to-do lists. You have all of this space. You can make a vision board here for your month. You can make like a task board. There's lots of different things you can do here. Your monthly goals, and then you have habit trackers over here. This is like your month dashboard, okay? And then instead of weekly pages, you have these to-do lists. Now, there are enough to-do lists for every day of the month. There are 31. So what a lot of people do is they take each cluster and they date the cluster. And so then each day of the month, you have a to-do list. So if you love to-do lists, this is probably the planner for you because you can do an overview of your month here and then daily to-do list. And it doesn't take a lot of decorating. It's super simple. I think this is great for work, for home, whatever it is that you want to use it for. I think it'd be great for fitness or wellness. I think it'd be great for budgeting because you could write like all of your budgeting goals here. And then here you could write what you spend or save each day. But this is not good for people who hate to-do lists and checklists because it's basically pages of to-do lists and checklists. And then at the end of the month, you have the note pages. So that I would suggest this planner for people who love to-do lists, and that's pretty much how they plan. If to-do list is basically the only thing you put in your planner, then you are going to love the monthly layout. Okay, so this one is called the monthly. This particular planner is not available anymore, but there are lots of options this most recent release with this layout. So you just got to look for monthly layout. Okay. The next layout, this one's going to be pretty hard to find right now because most of the teacher planners have been clearanced out. But this is the teacher planner. Let me put these stickers in the back. If you could find one of these, you don't have to be a teacher to use it. But if you are a teacher, it is great for teaching. So you have your monthly layout and then you have your week at a glance. And this is a layout that I did to show how I would have used this if I was a teacher. So you have your 5 days of the week over here, and then you can label your different sections at the top and then plan for your week if you're a teacher. But I also use this layout for social media. So I'm going to show you guys how I am using it right now. So this is a teacher layout. I covered the dates over here with these box stickers and I redated it at the top. And this is what I'm using right now for social media. And so I put my YouTube videos, I put my filming schedule, I put my Instagram posts, and then I put other things over here. This is collab and work, and this is other important things that I am doing. And so that is how I'm using it. But this is great for people. This layout is great for people who want a specific row for each category of their life because you can flip the dates to be on the top. And then even if you're not for social media, this could be home, work, kids, husband, other. Home, work, bills, cleaning schedule, workout. Meal planning, home, cleaning, kids, work. Like you could get creative and label each row whatever it is that you need to plan for, and then each day you can plan for that category. I love this layout. I wish they would do this layout in just a regular planner, but it only comes in the teacher layout. So this is going to be hard to find at this point of the year, but they do usually come out in April or May if you want to look for it for next year. But this is a great layout, not just for teachers, but for people who want to be super specific in their planning and have a row for each category or a column for each category. So I love this layout and I think it's amazing, but it will be hard to find at this time of year. So the last layout we're going to talk about today is the Sope layout. This is specifically for people who are faith planning, and this is a vertical planner, and you have SOAP. So scripture reading, observation, application, and then the P stands for prayer. They used to have prayer over here, but it's not there anymore. So it's kind of funny because it's now not SOAP, it's SOA, but whatever. This is really great for faith planning. It's also great if you're not a faith person. You can easily, the thin washi tape, like this thin washi tape right here, you can easily lay this washi tape and it covers up that row perfectly. And then if you want to use it for lined planning because you like the lined layout, then that is another option. There are a few vertical planners that have lines, but this is great for faith planning. So there are a couple of other layouts besides these. I don't want to say that these are all the layouts because there are, right off the top of my head, I know that there are some vertical ones that are hourly. There's some vertical ones that are lined. There is a encouragement planner that looks totally different from all of these, but I don't have that one. But those are the different layouts. So I hope that seeing these layouts help you to decide which layout will work best for you. I kind of tried to give suggestions on which layout would work for different lifestyles. So I hope that this helped you be able to pick out which planner layout works best for you in 2020. I'd love to hear in the comments which layout you're going with in 2020 and why. Tell me why you chose that layout, because I think reading the comments, that will help other people also decide which layout works best for them. And don't forget, when you go in the store, the layout title will be written right here. So if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. If you want to support my channel on Patreon, be sure to check out that link in the description. And happy planning!